Why are you afraid? Do you not yet have faith? Jesus posed this question to his apostles amidst the storm. To me, it's a powerful inquiry that resonates with us today, challenging us to examine the depth of our faith in times of trouble, in times of turmoil. In the gospel today, Jesus gathered his disciples on the shore. It was the end of a long day filled with teachings and miracles, yet Jesus had one more lesson to impart. A lesson not just in faith, but in the power of unwavering trust amidst life's tumultuous seas. In this gospel passage from Mark, we find ourselves amidst a metaphorical tempest. Look at the disciples, known as a seasoned fishermen who had weathered many storms. We are battling today in a fierce squall on the Sea of Galilee. Waves crashed over the sides of their boat, threatening to swallow them whole, while their master, Jesus, lay peacefully asleep in the stern. In their panic, they roused Jesus, their voice trembling with fear. "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" they cried. In that moment, Jesus rose and calmed the storm. Not just the physical storm, but he also calmed the storm raging within his disciples' hearts. With a simple command, "Be quiet, be still." Jesus simply calmed the wind and the waves, bringing about great peace, great calmness, quietness. But Jesus' words to his disciple carried a deeper significance. Why are you terrified? Do you not have faith? In our lives, we often find ourselves tossed about by the storms of doubt, fear, uncertainty, worries. We question a lot whether God hears our prayers, whether God cares about our struggles, and is God truly present in the midst of my trials? Yet, today, like the disciples, we are called to remember that even in the darkest nights, Jesus is with us, guiding us through the turbulence of waters, waves, and all that troubles us. In the first reading from the book of Job, the story begins with Job, a man acquainted with suffering yet steadfast in his faith. From the depths of his despair, God spoke, reminding Job of his sovereign power over creation, the same power that calms the raging seas and stills the storms. In the letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, we encounter a profound message of transforming through Christ's love. Like a ship by the waves, we are called to cast off the old and embrace the new, living not for ourselves, but for the one who died and rose from the dead for us. We are reminded through Christ we are made new creations, freed from the sins and death, to live lives of love and service. As we reflect today, as we navigate the storms of life that we encounter, may we take comfort in the knowledge that we are never alone. No, we are never alone. May we find solace in the presence of Christ, who walks with us through every trials and tribulations and temptations. And may we, like the disciples, learn to place our trust not in the flattering comforts of this world, but in the eternal promises of our loving Savior. For it is in the midst of the storm that our faith is truly tested. And it is in the calm that follows that we discover the depth of our trust in God's unfailing love.